The security guard's hand is moving toward Mike Tyson's chest. 4 seconds from now, that guard will be on his knees gasping. But right now, he doesn't know who he just called kid. Doesn't know the quiet man in the tracksuit is about to teach him why you never put your hands on someone you don't know. JFK Airport, New York. Late 80s, Saturday morning. Mike is 23 years old. Heavyweight champion for 6 months. Still learning how to navigate fame. Still figuring out the difference between Brooklyn Mike, who had to fight for everything, and Champion Mike, who's supposed to smile and be diplomatic. That line gets blurry when people test him. Gets blurrier when people assume. Gets blurrier when people judge him by his tracksuit and his skin color. Today, someone's about to cross that line completely. Mike walks through Terminal 4, heading to his gate. Los Angeles flight departing in 90 minutes. Training camp starts in 3 days. He's wearing a gray Nike tracksuit. Nothing fancy. Headphones around his neck. Small black duffel bag over his shoulder. No security detail walking beside him. No handlers with clipboards. No publicist running interference. Just him trying to move through the airport like a normal person. Like he's not the most famous fighter in the world. Like his face isn't on every magazine cover and TV screen. But people recognize him anyway. Can't help it. A kid points. "Dad, look, that's Mike Tyson." A woman whispers to her friend. "Is that him?" "I think that's him." A businessman in a suit stops walking. Stares. A few people approach. Nervous. Excited. "Mr. Tyson, can I get an autograph?" Mike stops. Signs napkins and boarding passes. "Thanks for the support. Appreciate it." He stays polite. Keeps his voice even. This is part of the job now. The public part. The part where you're always on. Always representing. Even when you're tired. Even when you just want to board a plane and sleep. The security checkpoint is packed. Weekend travel rush. Always the worst time. Families with strollers and crying babies. Business travelers checking their watches impatiently. College kids with oversized backpacks. Everyone shuffling forward slowly through the metal detectors and X-ray machines. The line stretches back 30 people deep. Mike gets in line behind a woman with 2 rolling suitcases. Waits his turn. Patient. Just another passenger in a sea of passengers trying to catch flights. The guard manning the metal detector is impossible to miss. Tall. 6'8" at least. Maybe taller. Shoulders like a defensive lineman. Arms thick as most people's legs. Crossed over his chest. Name tag says Williams. White guy. Maybe 40 years old. Buzz cut going gray at the temples. Face set in this permanent expression of annoyance. Like everyone here is wasting his time. He's standing there watching people go through the detector with dead bored eyes. Seen 10,000 travelers this month alone. All of them blend together into one blur of annoying humanity. He's looking for something to break up the monotony. Something to make his shift less boring. Someone to check. Someone to control. Someone to remind that he has authority here. Mike's turn comes. He steps up to the metal detector. Takes off his headphones. Puts them in the plastic bin. Steps through the archway. Beep. The alarm goes off immediately. Sharp electronic sound cutting through the noise of the terminal. Standard. Happens all the time. Probably his belt buckle. Mike steps back out. Unhooks his belt. Leather with a simple buckle. Puts it in the tray with his headphones. Steps through again. Beep. Still alarming. Mike looks down at himself trying to figure out what's setting it off. His watch. Has to be. Takes off his Casio. Adds it to the tray. Steps through a 3rd time. This time nothing. Silent. Clear. Mike reaches for his belt and watch from the tray on the other side. Williams' voice cuts through. "Hold on. Just hold on right there." Not polite. Not apologetic. Commanding. Like Mike is already suspected of something. "Step over here, please." Secondary screening. Mike looks at him. "Over here for what?" "I went through clean." No alarm. Williams doesn't change his expression. Points to a spot against the wall away from the main flow of traffic. Secondary screening. Standard procedure. Random selection. His tone makes it clear this isn't a request. It's an order. Mike's jaw tightens. Random. Right. Random selection. He knows what this is. Knows exactly what this is. Has lived this his entire life. Young. Black. Athletic build. Tracksuit. Fits a profile that exists in Williams' head. The profile of someone who might be trouble. Someone who needs extra attention. Someone who doesn't belong in the airport heading to first class. Mike has dealt with this since he was 13. Store security following him through aisles, assuming he's going to steal. Police stopping him on the street asking where he's going and why. White women clutching their purses tighter when he walks past. Crossing the street when they see him coming. Random. Nothing about this is random. But Mike is tired. Has an early flight. Doesn't want a confrontation. Doesn't want to make a scene. Not worth it. Fine. Whatever. He walks to the spot Williams indicated, sets his duffel bag down on the small metal table, stands there waiting. Empty your pockets, please. Williams says it like he's done this 1,000 times. Like Mike is just another suspicious person in a long line of suspicious people. Mike pulls out his wallet. Black leather, worn at the edges, some cash folded together, maybe $300, pack of Trident gum, car keys even though he's obviously flying, sets them all on the table. Williams picks up each item, examines them slowly, opens the wallet, looks through it, checks Mike's driver's license, studies the photo, looks at Mike's face, back to the photo, back to Mike's face, like he's trying to catch a discrepancy, like Mike might be using a fake ID, sets the wallet down, picks up the cash, counts it, slowly, one bill at a time, making Mike wait, making it obvious he has all the power here. Where are you headed today? Los Angeles. Business or pleasure? Business. What kind of business are you in? Mike keeps his voice level, calm, tries not to let the irritation show. I'm a boxer. Training. Williams looks up from the cash, raises an eyebrow, looks Mike up and down, slow, deliberate, taking his time, making it obvious he's assessing, judging. A boxer. Yeah. You any good? Mike doesn't answer, just stands there, jaw tight, waiting for this to be over, waiting to get to his gate. Williams sets the cash down, picks up Mike's duffel bag, unzips it without asking permission. I need to search this. Standard procedure. We check all bags in secondary screening. Mike nods. Fine, go ahead. Williams opens the bag wide, starts pulling items out one by one, making a show of it. Gray t-shirt, black shorts, white socks rolled together, deodorant, travel-size shampoo bottle, hand wraps, the cloth wraps boxers use to protect their hands and wrists during training. Williams holds them up, examines them. What are these for? Hand wraps. For boxing. Protection. Williams turns them over in his hands, studies them like they might be drug paraphernalia, like they might be something illegal, sets them aside on the table. He keeps digging through the bag, pulls out athletic shoes, a water bottle, protein bars, a book. Williams pulls out the book, holds it up. The Prince by Machiavelli. Classic political philosophy. Dark cover, well-worn pages. Williams looks at the title, looks at Mike, looks back at the book. This smirk crosses his face. You read this? His tone makes it absolutely crystal clear he doesn't believe Mike reads, especially not books like this, especially not political philosophy. Yeah, I read. Williams shakes his head slightly. That little dismissive shake that says sure you do. Huh, what's it about? Mike's patience is wearing very thin now. Can feel it fraying at the edges. Politics, power, strategy. Williams nods slowly. That condescending nod adults give to children who are making up stories. Yeah, okay, sure. He puts the book back in the bag, continues searching through the remaining items, finding nothing. No drugs, no weapons, no contraband, no anything remotely suspicious. Just normal travel items, clothes and toiletries and a book. A crowd is forming behind them now. Other passengers waiting to get through the checkpoint, waiting for Williams to finish whatever he's doing so they can proceed to their gates and catch their flights. Some of them look sympathetic toward Mike, understanding what's happening. Some look annoyed that the line is being held up, frustrated that security is taking so long. Some just stare with blank expressions. Watching like this is entertainment. Mike feels every single eye on him, feels the weight of their attention, feels the assumption spreading through the crowd like a virus, feels the judgment, the whispers starting. Who is that? Why is he being searched? Must have done something. Must be suspicious. The anger starts rising in his chest. That anger that's always there, always just beneath the surface, always ready, always waiting for permission to come out. Customato spent years teaching him to control it, to channel it, to save it for the ring where it's useful, where it's an advantage, where it makes him dangerous. But Customatos also taught him something else, something equally important. Don't let people walk on you. Don't accept disrespect. Find the balance between control and self-respect. Mike is trying very hard to find that balance right now, trying very hard to stay calm. Williams finishes searching the bag, takes his time zipping it back up, spent a full 5 minutes going through every item, found absolutely nothing, no probable cause, no justification for the search, no reason to have pulled Mike aside except for the profile in his head. He looks frustrated about this, disappointed that his instinct was wrong. Or maybe disappointed he can't justify escalating further. Can't make Mike's day worse. Can't exert more control. He picks up the bag. Then instead of handing it to Mike like a normal respectful human being, he tosses it. Just tosses it dismissively. The bag lands on the floor at Mike's feet with a dull thud. Heavy fabric hitting tile. Mike looks at the bag on the ground. Looks at Williams. Williams crosses his arms over his massive chest. You can go now. Voice flat. Dismissive. Like Mike is beneath his attention now.
Like Mike isn't worth his time anymore. The disrespect is obvious, blatant. Everyone in the security area saw it. Saw how Williams searched him. Saw how Williams treated him. Saw how Williams tossed his bag like it was garbage. But Mike bends down, picks up his bag, slings it over his shoulder, starts walking toward the gates. He's got a plane to catch, got a training camp to get to. Not worth fighting over. Not worth making a scene. Just let it go. Walk away. Be the bigger person. Then Williams says it loud. Loud enough that everyone in the checkpoint area can hear clearly. Loud enough to make absolutely sure Mike hears every word. Next time maybe don't dress like a thug if you don't want extra screening. Might save you some time. Mike stops walking. Just stops. Frozen mid-step. That word, thug, hanging in the air like poison. Like smoke. The entire checkpoint goes completely quiet. Conversations stop. People stop moving. A few people gasp audibly. Can't believe he just said that. Can't believe a security guard just called someone that out loud. Mike stands there, back still to Williams. Every single instinct in his body screaming turn around. Every lesson learned growing up in Brownsville, where disrespect got answered immediately. Every fight he's ever been in started with a moment exactly like this. Someone saying something. Someone crossing a line. Someone testing to see if you'll accept it. If you're soft. If you'll just take it and walk away. Mike turns around. Slow. Deliberate. Each step measured and controlled. Walks back toward Williams. Williams sees him coming. Straightens up. Uncrosses his arms. Lets them hang at his sides. Good. This is what he wanted. A confrontation. Something to break up the boring shift. A chance to assert his authority. To show everyone here who's in charge. Mike stops 3 feet away. Has to look up. Williams has 6 inches of height on him. Maybe more. Probably 60 or 70 pounds of weight. Thinks that matters. Thinks size means he wins this. Thinks his uniform and badge make him untouchable. You don't know who you're talking to. Mike's voice is quiet. Too quiet. Dangerous quiet. Williams laughs. Short bark of a laugh. Dismissive. Mocking. I don't care who you are. In this airport, I'm the authority. I'm in charge here. You're just another passenger. Now step aside, kid, before I have you removed from this airport entirely. Kid. Like Mike is nothing. Like Mike is nobody. Like Mike hasn't earned everything he has through blood and discipline and 9 years of brutal training. Like the championship belt sitting in his apartment in New York means nothing. Like being the baddest man on the planet means nothing. Mike feels something shift deep inside his chest. That switch Cuss warned him about so many times. The switch that flips between rational thought and pure survival instinct. Between champion Mike and Brooklyn Mike. Between control and reaction. Mike's voice drops even lower. Barely above a whisper now. You want to call me that again? Williams leans forward. Gets in Mike's personal space. Invading it deliberately. Asserting dominance. Steps even closer. Their faces are maybe 12 inches apart now. Close enough that Mike can smell the coffee on Williams' breath. Close enough to see the pores in his skin. Williams' voice is louder now. Confident. Kid. Yeah, I called you kid. That's exactly what you are. A kid. Now step aside, kid, before this gets worse for you. His right hand comes up, starts moving through the air toward Mike's chest. Going to push him. Going to put his hands on Mike to physically move him aside. To assert his control. To prove he has the power here. That's the line. That's the exact moment everything changes. Williams' hand is moving forward. 6 inches from Mike's chest. 5 inches. 4. Still moving with confidence. Still assuming Mike will back down. Still assuming Mike is all talk. Still assuming the uniform gives him untouchable authority. Mike's right hand moves. Fast. Faster than Williams' brain can process. Grabs Williams' wrist mid-air. Before contact. Stops it cold. Twists. One motion. Williams' wrist rotates inward and up. Pain hits every nerve. His face goes from confident to shocked. Mouth opens. A sharp gasp. His knees buckle. Mike holds steady. Doesn't increase pressure. Just maintains. 3 seconds. Williams is helpless. Learning. Other guards running over. Sir, let him go. Mike's eyes stay on Williams. Watching him understand. Watching arrogance drain. Mike releases. Steps back. Arms up. I'm done. Williams stumbles back. Grabs his wrist. Face red. One guard looks at Mike. Eyes widen. Oh my God. You're Mike Tyson. The others freeze. Williams' face goes white. Airport supervisor arrives. Older black woman. Manager badge. She saw the cameras. What happened? Williams starts to speak. Mike cuts him off. Your guard profiled me. Called me a thug. Tried to put hands on me. I stopped him. The supervisor looks at Williams. Mr. Tyson, I apologize. This is unacceptable. She looks at Williams. Office. Now. Mike picks up his bag. Just want my flight. The supervisor nods. A young guard escorts him to the gate. Mike walks, thinking about how close he came. How close to not stopping. But he did stop. Found the line. 4 seconds. One lesson. Sometimes that's all it takes.